The reason you're not getting the fights is not because Islam's scared. It's not because he's injured. It's not because Ilya's scared. Cut all the bullshit. They're the two of the greatest fighters, pound for pound number one, pound for pound number two. No one's scared of anybody. They want to fight each other, but they want to be compensated. Ilya's manager got a call on Thursday night at midnight, and they go, we want Islam versus Ilya at the White House. His manager goes, cool, we want this much money. UFC said, no, we're not going to pay that much money. Went, cool, then there's not much to talk about. They go, who can we call who will agree to this bullshit budget we're trying to propose? Call up Justin Gaethje. He goes, yep, I'm in. They call Ilya's manager again. He goes, okay, you're asking too much for Islam. How about Justin Gaethje? He goes, all right, we'll do it for that. That's how that goes down.
You said that you're ready to go up a division. There's a tweet from Topuria that he can go up the weight and he can beat you with no problem. What do you think about that?
Не знаю, еще столько соперников, и все хотят меня там в первом, во втором раунде финишировать, все говорят об этом, но я же сказал, сделайте 70 килограмм, заходите в клетку и посмотрим, кто кого финиширует.
There's all these opponents, they all say they want to finish me in the first or second round. I already said, if you can make 155, you can get into the cage. Let's talk about it then.
Who do you think wins if Islam and Topuria fight?
I hope it's gonna happen. It's gonna be a tough fight for Ilya, for sure. Ilya make you either shoot him, which is he will stop, or no, Islam has to strike with him, and then striking, we all know that how Ilya fights and how dangerous he is and how knockout power he have. So it's gonna be a tough fight for Ilya for sure, like every fight is, but I believe he can finish Islam.
The fight's cancelled, and the reason is absolutely wild. Ilya Topuria just went nuclear on Islam Makhachev, claiming the lightweight champion got scared and faked an injury to avoid fighting him at the White House card. But here's where this gets completely insane. According to Topuria, Islam was confirmed as his opponent. The card was about to be announced the next day, and then mysteriously, Islam woke up injured. Just like that. And now we've got a full-blown Twitter war that's exposing everything ugly about fight negotiations, manager drama, and who really controls the biggest fights in the sport. Let me break down exactly what happened behind the scenes, because this story has layers that nobody's talking about. Topuria says the UFC brass initially told him he wouldn't be on the White House card, but he knew they were playing games. He knew it was all negotiation tactics. And when they finally confirmed him for the event, they specifically mentioned Islam Makhachev as his opponent. Topuria claims he didn't hesitate for even 1 second to accept that fight. Zero hesitation. But then the very next morning, when the card was supposed to be announced, Islam had miraculously developed an injury. The timing is suspicious as hell, and Topuria is calling it out publicly. Now here's where Topuria completely loses his mind and starts dropping bombs that you can't unsay. He's not just going after Islam. He's attacking their managers personally, calling Ali Abdelaziz a B***TCH and ugly as hell. Like, why are you dragging the managers into this? But emotions are running nuclear hot, and Topuria is scorched earth mode. Then he shifts to Justin Gaethje, his actual confirmed opponent, with this ice-cold promise. He says, Justin, I'll see you at the White House. I'm not someone who humiliates people. It's going to be quick. When you wake up, everything will already be over. That's some serial killer confidence right there. But wait, it gets worse. Islam fired back with his own response, and you can feel the anger radiating through the screen. He said, we both know who chickened out here. You can cover your cowardice with nasty tweets, but don't worry, one day you're going to get what you asked for. And your fat *** manager doesn't have to ask for billions to fight me. We'll do it for free. Now that's interesting on multiple levels. First, Islam is essentially calling Topuria a coward, which is fighting words. Second, he's willing to fight for free just to prove a point, which tells you his pride has been seriously damaged by these accusations. Here's my honest take on this whole mess, and this might surprise you. Do I think Islam Makhachev is actually scared of Ilya Topuria? Absolutely not. Not a chance in hell. Listen, these elite fighters don't get scared of fighting other men. That's not how their brains work after years of training and competition. Sure, there might be performance anxiety before a big fight, butterflies when you're walking to the octagon, doubts about winning or losing. But that's not fear of fighting, that's completely different. These guys are literally bred to fight. It's in their DNA. Both Topuria and Islam are absolute killers at the peak of their powers. So if Islam isn't scared, what's really going on here? Follow the money and everything makes sense. The White House card is massive, and Islam would have been a perfect fit. He's one of the biggest stars in the sport, the kind of name that sells pay-per-views and gets casual fans excited. Adding him would have elevated an already stacked card to legendary status. But he's not on it. And that raises serious questions about what happened behind closed doors. Was it really an injury? Was it contract negotiations gone wrong? Was it scheduling conflicts? The UFC doesn't share every detail with the public, but something doesn't add up here. And get this, the managers are catching major strays in this beef, and it's actually hilarious. Topuria's manager got called fat, and the guy responded on Twitter saying he's lost 40 pounds, asking why Ali is still calling him fat. Which brings up another possibility that might blow your mind. What if Islam didn't even write that response? What if it was Ali Abdelaziz, who's known for being extremely active on social media and defending his fighters aggressively? Ali has been involved in so much drama over the years, it's basically become part of his brand. Maybe one day Ali and Maliki Kawa should just settle this in the ring themselves. That would be entertainment gold. But here's what actually matters, and this is crucial to understand. The fight that should happen and is thankfully actually happening is Topuria versus Gaethje. Never mind Islam for a moment. That fight between Topuria and Islam would be tremendous, and we'd all love to see it. But Topuria is following the Conor McGregor playbook perfectly. Get in, get rich, get out. Talk *T, generate hype, get the biggest fights possible. And look at the absolutely incredible run this man is on right now. If he knocks out Gaethje at the White House, and there's a legitimately good chance that happens, what an insane streak that would be. Let me put Topuria's power into perspective, because this is genuinely scary. Justin Gaethje got cracked and hurt by Paddy Pimblett multiple times, so we know he can be hit. One shot from Topuria can put you to sleep instantly. Just ask Charles Oliveira, who got absolutely flatlined after looking dominant against Max Holloway. Before that, it was Holloway himself getting stopped. Before that, Alexander Volkanovski, who was considered the best pound-for-pound fighter in the world at that time. The man's punching power is on another level compared to everyone else in the division, and it's not even close. Can you imagine if he knocks out Gaethje in devastating fashion? He'd be knocking out legends one after another like he's playing a video game on easy mode. Who would even be next in line after that? Would it finally be Islam? There's been talk about Kamaru Usman potentially stepping up to fight Islam, which would be interesting from a legacy standpoint. But here's the thing, Usman is 40 years old and clearly on the tail end of his career. Maybe he has one more big fight left, but you want fighters who could potentially take out Islam and then have a long, dominant run as champion. Somebody like Ian Gary, who's in his prime and could put together a generational run. So there you have it, a canceled super fight, accusations of cowardice, manager beef, and Twitter warfare that's exposing the ugly side of fight negotiations. This isn't just about one missed opportunity. This is about power, money, and who really controls the biggest fights in the sport. And honestly, I think Topuria is playing this perfectly, building hype for future matchups while staying focused on the task at hand. Here's my question for you, drop it in the comments. Do you think Islam really got injured, or is something else going on behind the scenes? And who wins between Topuria and Gaethje? If this breakdown helped you understand what's really happening, smash that like button, subscribe for more MMA drama breakdowns, and hit the notification bell because this division is about to get even crazier.